Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, I am getting my life together. I am getting organized. I have been scattered all over the place and I think there's no more time for excuses. So I'm gonna just do it. I'm just gonna get organized. I got a bunch of supplies to help my life get a little easier. I got some fun Sharpies. I got this Make It Happen notebook. I got my prayer journal. I've got a bunch of notebooks. And I've got this big calendar, which I clearly wasn't organized for the whole month of January. So we're just gonna tear that piece right away and start fresh in February. So today I'm going to try to get a schedule, a meal plan, and anything else that I can think of to just organize my life. And I am thinking maybe it'll inspire some of you. I don't know, maybe. So stay tuned and we will get started. So now that I have my list of the few things that are like high priority down on paper, it helps me to just be able to organize my thoughts and be able to prioritize which one should be taken care of first. Now, I do have a couple of apps on my phone. One is just the Notebook app, I believe it's called. And if I feel like, oh, I better remember this, then I will just put it in my Notebook app. Or if I get an idea for a video or anything like that, I'll just jot it down. It is the most random selection of notes that I have in there. Like if someone was to ever get a hold of my phone and look at that app, they'd be like, what on earth is this crazy person talking about? Because I've used it for so long. I have anything and everything in there. Like I have lists of baby names from when I was pregnant all the way to now with more organization and errands and things like that. Or like if I hear a song and I don't want to forget the name of it because I want to listen to it again, I'll write that down. Just randomness. So I have the Notebook app to help me stay organized, and then I also use my calendar. I have an Android, so I just use my Google Calendar, but I do feel like there's a lot of stuff like you don't want to put in your calendar that needs to be taken care of. Like you're not going to be like, oh, make sure Philip gets his medication in the morning in your calendar. I mean, maybe you would, I don't know. I just more put like appointments and things like that in my calendar. I mean, I'm random, I guess. I don't know. But sometimes it really just helps to have things on paper. I have a schedule at work as well. Like we have paper books at the salon. And so if I have all my clients listed, I'll even write at the end of the day, like, oh, take so-and-so to the vet or the doctor or hit the bank, whatever. But it only works if I'm at work. So tomorrow's supposed to be a snow day. I've already canceled my day because I had people reaching out to me. We're supposed to get like 12 to, 16 inches here in Maine, in southern Maine. So I have already like taken that opportunity to get even more organized. So some of the stuff here, like my taxes, like I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna try to achieve everything today, but I know it needs to get done soon. So that being said, I'm going to just kind of focus on the first two things like I had said. So meal plan and schedule for home. And it sounds so little, but it's really a big deal. Since we've been doing remote schooling some of the time, that's throwing a kink in my schedule with my boys and with running errands and YouTube and all that. And I just feel super frazzled because every 15-minute pocket that I get, I'm like, what should I be doing right now? And I end up literally, sometimes I'll be going back and forth, like literally taking steps left to right, like where do I do laundry or do I help Amita with her school? So this is going to help by just saying, okay, let's schedule in some playtime. You're allowed to have this moment. Okay, now you're supposed to do the laundry. And I'm not going to stress out if I don't follow it to a complete T, but it'll hold me accountable. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna use this big calendar here, and I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna look up some meal ideas so I can create a meal plan. On each of the days of the calendar, I'm going to write what we're going to be having for each meal and snack and all that. And that's also another way to stay organized and help with the budget, which is another one of my to-dos, because I will know exactly what we're supposed to be eating and when, and we'll be using up food before it goes bad instead of grabbing things that are maybe filled with preservatives or what have you. So all in all, I think this is really needed. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to look on maybe Pinterest, All Recipes, that's a really good one, and just get a few meal ideas that are really simple and easy. And some of the things that I write, like I may write like chicken, rice, and veggie, but like I know that, okay, I'm going to have my plant-based chicken, the kids are going to have chicken, we're going to have rice, it's going to be wild rice, the veggie, like I'm not going to get down and dirty like it has to be broccoli tonight. It's more of a just roundabout way to utilize what we have in the refrigerator, what we normally get, and it'll help me organize my grocery shopping list. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to use this calendar, make a meal plan, then I'm going to make a grocery list and go from there.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else. Yeah. Let you down.
So a little bit of why I'm doing this. I'm going to take a quick little break from my exploring online. I just wanted to communicate why I'm doing this. I am ADD. I know I joke and I say that, but it's real. I am the type of person that can read a whole book and have no idea what I just read. Or start a project and then start 5 others and finish none of them. Or just not show up to some place that I'm supposed to be because I didn't remember. So that being said, I need to do things like this so that I don't have incredible anxiety, because I'm not a relaxed person that is like, yeah, I'm ADD, sometimes I miss things, sometimes I mess up. So, no, that's not me. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to not utilize my own time. And so I just feel like over the years I've grown accustomed to being kind of meticulous with my scheduling. So I do things like this to help me out. Every week at work, I make sure I track exactly to the penny how much income that I've seen that week instead of waiting to the end of the year. I just want to be able to utilize my time in the best manner possible. So these are just tips and tricks that I've picked up that help me. I'm not saying they'll help you, but maybe they will. But yeah, so the more I can put things down on calendars and paper, the more I don't have to rely on it floating around in my brain, because that's kind of a scary place. So let's get back to it. Okay, the lighting's much better over here. So let me recap here. So I have some meal ideas. I have quesadillas, chicken sheet pan, a homemade pizza or mini pizzas that the kids can make their own, sausage stir fry, chicken tortilla soup. I know a lot of people love chicken tortilla soup. Everyone always talks about it. We've never had it. never. So I'm gonna try to make that, and also that's something that I can make vegan, or like have my section vegan and then the rest of theirs traditional. Cheeseburger cups, again, I can make that with my plant-based veggie crumbles. So basically I've had that before, and it's or the kids have had that before, and it looks really good. They love it. You take biscuits, whether they're homemade or the little like pop open ones, and you put them in a muffin tin, and then you put cooked, I believe it's cooked ground hamburg with whatever condiments you usually like, and a piece of cheese through the center, and then a little piece of cheese on the top, and you bake it, and they have their own individual like little cheeseburger cup. So I can do that plant-based as well. Spaghetti or spaghetti squash, depending on how healthy we want to be that night. And then what I did was I just wrote down quesadillas, and then I wrote the ingredients. The ingredients we don't typically have on hand, you know, the ones that I'm like, okay, I have to remember to get those. We have a pantry downstairs, and it has a lot of canned goods, but like things like tortillas and sour cream, things like that, I write it down. So the tortilla soup, I wrote the ingredients that we don't really carry. Cheeseburger cups, we'll need to make sure that we have a lot of this, but we'll have to make sure that we have the biscuits and the actual ground hamburg. And so those are like dinner ideas. So then I did snack ideas, and I just wrote down the different things that we could rotate through. I feel like snack time is really hard because they're so hungry, and a lot of snacks are just plain sugar and junk, and they don't fill them up. So then an hour later they're like, we're still hungry, and they just keep making mess after mess, and it makes my life so hard because I have to keep cleaning. So I wrote down some things that I think will help. Just like putting like a hearty granola in with a yogurt, or having fruit with nut butter and crackers, cereal bars, chips with guacamole, you know, things like that. And then on the bottom I did breakfast ideas, which I feel like breakfast is the easiest meal for me to kind of prepare, but we usually do like fruit and cereal, or eggs, or smoothies, or like a plant-based meat with cereal bars. So I've got all of my ideas now. I just have to put it down on my calendar so that on days that I'm not working, or that I am working, but Phil's here with the kids, he'll know, okay, today's Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday or whatever. So I'm going to just fill this out to the best of my ability. I'm not going to spend forever and a day on it, because having kids, things change. We have different obligations that we have to go to. The kids are actually starting up, it's called Kindness Club, on Wednesday nights. So they're going to be going about a half an hour away to like a little meeting to figure out, it's through the church, so they're figuring out like what they're good at, and then they're going to try to use it to do good to people around them. Like, so whether that's working at a food pantry or singing songs or whatever. So it's going to be really cute. So they're going to do that for, I think it's 6 weeks. So Wednesday nights are going to be a little bit more of like on the fly, like something really easy, grab it and go. I think there might even be dinner there. So actually there is. So I'm not even gonna do Wednesday dinners. Oh, yay.
I belong to you.
I belong to you.
All right, so the meal plan for the month of February is all complete. So what I did is I just did BSLSD. So breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And if you're me, you have another snack. So I feel so proud. So most of the time on days that we have to scoot to school and daycare and work, they're gonna have quick and easy things like cereal and fruit, or like waffles and fruit, things like that. And on the days that I'm home with them, they're gonna have more like eggs or banana oat pancakes or things like that. And then on the nights that I work and Phil's with them, they're gonna have more basic things like pasta, so I don't leave him with a lot of cooking. Or since I don't eat meat and I don't cook steak because I have no idea how to do it, I would ruin it. So that's another thing that he can do. So I'm super excited. And what I did up in the top was I wrote my meal suggestions. So like Monday we have steak or tacos, Tuesday spaghetti or a crock pot meal. Wednesday is Kindness Club, so we don't have to worry. Thursday, chicken or sausage, like a stir fry or a sheet pan meal. Friday is easy pizza. Saturday, soup or mac and cheese or maybe both. And Sunday is usually, I'm not gonna lie, it's usually a free-for-all. Like, we don't really do a lot of meal planning or eating in on Sundays, so that's gonna be kind of a freebie. But I did write that that would be like quesadillas or the cheeseburger cups, and of course these are like interchangeable. It doesn't have to stay on each day, but this will help me with my grocery shopping, and it'll help us to communicate better with each other as to what's happening with our refrigerator. So there we go. Which one shall I use? Let me use this one. Live in wonder and find beauty in the everyday. So this is where I'm going to kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of the scheduling issues. So bear with me. I can already see some scheduling conflicts, but I did the best that I could. So we have, 6:30 as our wake up. I usually get up around 6 or 6:30, but I'm going to say 6:30 to lean on the later side of things so that I don't get super crazed if one day we sleep in a half an hour. I don't want it to mess up our whole day. So basically I have breakfast time and like my workout time first thing in the morning, and then it just kind of goes from there. I always do morning cleaning. The kids know this. They know, like, basically get out of my hair, go play while I do the morning cleaning. And I've only allotted myself about an hour of morning cleaning, which should be fine, but at the same time, I don't know, because sometimes that a big chunk of that is just laundry alone, never mind sweeping and mopping and vacuuming and all that. It's hard to find enough hours in the day, but I do think this puts it more in perspective to know how much time I should be spending on each thing. Usually in the afternoons when they have their quiet time, I dedicate that time to editing and YouTube and all of that stuff. So there goes like 2.5 hours right there at least. So, and also sometimes like I'll be trying to film in the morning with them. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky to have enough time in the day to do everything you want to do, and some things just have to slide, and I know that. So I need to figure out what things I'm willing to let slide, because I just don't know. I just don't know. I am not one that's like, oh, just leave the dishes in the sink, because I think, no, that's going to create bugs, and then we won't have dishes for dinner, and then that's going to slow me down. And so there are certain things that people say, oh, just leave it alone. It's like, I don't know which one of my things I can leave alone, because I feel like they all have valid reasons, whether they be sanitary or efficient or whatever. Another conflict that I think that I'm having in my schedule is by the time Amita's done school, if I have any errands to run, I have 2 hours. So that being said, if I need to go to the supply store for work to get hair supplies, that's it's like 45-50 minutes away. So that alone, that leaves me like 20 minutes in the hair store to get what I need and get right back so that I can have lunch and get them down for nap. So I'm gonna have to brainstorm and see what I can tweak and think of, but this is definitely super helpful. I don't know how well you can see this, but I'll show you anyway. So this is just kind of what I have going on, and then I have them going down for a 7:30 bedtime after their baths and Bible time, and that's been pretty accurate. They've been going down around 7:30, but in our minds we say their bedtime is at 7. So that just shows, like, also another scheduling conflict is like, even writing all of it down, I can't get them to bed at 7. So I mean, not a huge deal. Their bedtime can be 7:30, that's fine, but I just feel like it's busy. It's just, mom life is busy, and sometimes it's very frustrating that we don't get everything we want done. Like, I'm looking at this and I know that I have to get my taxes done, and I know that I have to clean out the basement and organize it better. We've really been working on getting a good stock of things that we need, so we don't have to make last minute trips out to the store. like diapers and wipes and all that, and I'd really like to have some like shelving down there, so I got to clean out that, and I'm sure I can figure that out on the weekends too. But I'm a hairdresser. Saturday is a big day for hairdressers, so I mean, there's definitely things that this has brought to my attention, but it's really good to write it down and figure it out. If any of you have any suggestions, please leave them below. What do you do to help with your scheduling? I do try to multitask. I do try to say, okay, Mita, you do your schoolwork. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I didn't even like plan like getting ready in this schedule. I didn't plan like putting on makeup or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to just, you know, again, prioritize. Maybe that's the thing that can be let go. I don't need to wear makeup on my days off. You guys are just gonna see a little bit of a crazier side to me, like today. Just kind of have my mom bun and mom tea and whatever. I really don't care. I do, but I don't. I try not to. So anyway, I really like doing videos like this. I try to be super organized. If you have any creative ways to stay organized, I would love to hear them, because I'm not above listening and trying to take bits and pieces from all different directions to make my life easier. Like I said, my brain kind of works a little differently than other people's. So if you like videos like this, let me know, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, I would love that. I would love to see you every week. I'm trying to post twice a week now, so you'll have to let me know how you like that as well. Anywho, thank you so much for bearing with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
I belong to you.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want.